Hi, friends. It's your old pal, Dr. Shawna, unlicensed sex therapist, and also your friend. Look who's here with me.
I'm a gnome that lives on her shoulder.
This tiny gnome. He tapped at the door, and I said, "Who is it?" And this little tiny man came in, and I said, "I think I know you. I think I know you." But your beard was browner.
My beard is
and you were a little taller.
I was not just a
He had
gnome.
more gumption too. He had a lot more gumption.
Oh,
He had a
let
lot
me
more
tell you about
gumption.
my gumption. I had so much gumption. I did.
And you lost your gumption, did you not?
I did. I left it in Minnesota.
Oh, see,
in Lake
that's
Minnetonka.
that's not the first time I've heard that story. Minnesota has a tendency.
It has a way.
It's a gumption sucker.
It's a gumption sucker.
It sucks the gumption right out of you.
Out of me it did.
It just did right now too, Doctor.
I look-
That's why I brought him in.
Yeah. Okay. So here we have a beautiful couple. Straight from Minnesota,
From Minnetonka.
from Lake Minnetonka, of the Prince film Purple Rain.
Come here.
Everybody get
You're
on the
too far away.
couch. There's room.
You're always too far away.
There's room.
Ow! I didn't know
See,
your
you
hips
tell
were
me.
that big.
You tell
I
me.
thought your hips were smaller.
Dr. Shawna, can we get right to it?
Let's get right to it.
You just saw literally what happened. Come here. I sit down. Ouch.
No
You hurt
room.
me.
No room.
No room.
You hurt me.
It's true.
Okay. So here we are. We're doing this thing. I still don't have a selfie stick, even though that's what I need.
It's the simple apparatus, isn't it?
I think it is. And then
Okay.
I shift the arm, and then I'm covering the camera. And my apologies.
No, that you can take my wine.
So
This is part of the conversation
introduce
too.
yourselves and tell me your story.
Stan Riley.
Stan.
Isadora Duncan.
Now that's a lie. That I know is a
That's
lie.
I wanted to come here and have a heart-to-heart, and you could see he is in his head lying bullshit. That's all I hear from him. Isadora.
First of all, how do you know that I want to be called he?
He
How do you
might
know
be
that
what
for
we
sure?
call
I might be
Shamoa.
want to be they.
You have explicitly, and Dr. Shawna, I cannot repeat how many times he ridicules people who want to be called they.
Oh. Well, now why? Now you have a problem with the...
Because they is pronoun. That's all.
Well, we're just talking about semantics at this point. I think that people should call themselves whatever they want to be
Call yourself
called.
whatever you want. I don't care.
See, now he doesn't care. If he doesn't care, how come I have to care? He cares so much.
Because
Opposite.
Look.
Come here, it hurts. Get away. There's no room.
well, we're in public right now. When we're in private, I do care. And when I'm in public, I don't care.
So that's interesting. Why, in public, do you not care, Isadora? Because that's what I'm going to call you, because that's what you told me your name is.
They.
Shamoa.
You can call me Shamoa. Look, Shamoa was our Hawaiian name. We were married in Hawaii.
So you're married. You're a married couple.
We've been married for a while.
We had a lovely service.
And what brought you to my couch tonight at
we
9
weren't-
o'clock at night
Well,
when
no.
I was not expecting you
No.
and you did not have an
We
appointment?
weren't all sitting on the couch minutes ago, but now we are.
Well, you invited Stan
Thanks to my
over,
invitation.
and then
Stan.
you hurt him a
Thank you,
little
Stan.
bit, but
I'm sorry.
he's still...
Can I repeat once again?
Okay.
You asked a simple question, right?
And then
And then he says, we were, everybody knows where this is going. He's a dick.
He's a dick. As in an ass.
Mhm.
A taint.
Why
Correct?
would-
Why? Isadora, do you agree with this? Or do you agree with Stan?
A dick is not an ass. I know that. You know, if I'm being dickish and I'm being an ass, it's two separate things. If I'm being dickish, it's because I'm pointing my dickishness
You're being
towards something.
taintish now.
Is this live?
I like
Is this being
taintish.
broadcast live?
This is live on the YouTube.
Is there anyone watching?
There's zero watchers.
There's no smiley faces.
And zero
There's
thumbs
no
up.
angry faces.
Thank God that's not an option on YouTube. That's not an
Like
option on
watching a
YouTube.
Trump broadcast and it's all angry faces. It's great. And then one thumbs up.
I don't know what this means.
This
though.
isn't Facebook Live. You know, we probably get more watches on Facebook Live, to be honest. But I didn't.
He's zoned out.
I didn't
He's
do
not
it.
interested. He's not
Isadora,
interested.
snap out of it. Isadora, what's happening? This might be a key to what's going on with you.
A broken key that was painted pink, and all the paint is rubbed off. You can barely see the little key parts.
Let's go
where
with
it's
this,
pink.
please, Dr. Shawna. Let's make
It's that
him
kind of
go with this.
key.
Make him go with this.
Yeah, Isadora, I'm already noticing that when you are stressed or overwhelmed, you completely check out of the situation and you expect the other people in the room to carry you. and that troubles me. That troubles me because I know, because we've established that we've met before.
It's true.
When you were smaller and browner.
I had more gumption.
and
I
more
was
gumption.
browner? Wait. How was I browner?
Your beard was browner.
Oh, my beard was, well, that's a huge distinction. If I was browner, now I'm whiter. The beard.
Your
Look.
skin was browner.
Mhm.
Your beard was browner.
Yeah.
Now you moved to
Browner.
to
I don't think I like that word browner. Couldn't we say more brown?
should we say
or less
Shamoa?
brown?
Okay.
My beard was browner.
Mostly browner. But you see, now
Yeah.
you're deflecting. So you space out or you deflect
That's what happens.
when you don't want to be present to the situation.
Or I just get really sad. And that's what's happening. I'm just
Are
really
you feeling
sad.
sad? Well, let's dive
My
into
eyes are
that.
moist. My eyes are
Let's
moist.
dive into the sadness.
Okay.
This is the best it's been right now.
Tell me why that is, Stan.
Thanks, Stan.
This is the most honest I've heard.
Okay, there
I
we
don't
go.
care that he's sad. I don't want him to be sad, but if he's going to be sad, be sad.
That's right. Yeah, feel your feelings.
Oh, say that again.
Feel your feelings.
I've never.
Mhm.
Oh.
We've talked about the feel your feelings.
Hmm.
How long have we been seeing you now, Shawna?
Well, I've been seeing you for it feels like decades.
I know. Well, it does. And are we actually accomplishing anything, Stan?
That's what I'm saying. How do you accomplish something in a relationship?
Good question. Is a relationship about a to-do list?
Well, Stan, it could be.
What would be on that to-do list?
Thank you, Dr. John. Thank you. Oh my goodness, is this funny? Yes, it is.
No.
It is so funny. The last time we came to you was at the railroad cars in
I
Sebastopol.
remember, but I don't.
right.
And
You had a beautiful
we
daughter
almost
with
got
you.
Divorced.
No,
You
we
had
had
a
a railroad car.
divorced.
That was back when I
The
was,
only
when I was workshopping.
you were.
When I was taking the It's It positive forklift action team, workshop.
What is it going to take to bring that positive forklift back into our lives?
That's a great question. We all need a positive forklift in our lives. It does the heavy lifting,
Yes.
and it's always
It beeps when you back
operational.
up. And that's what's happening is I'm backing up, and there's no beep. This is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Look at me now.
Okay.
I'm backing up. There is no beep. That's you, Stan.
That's what I'm saying. I can be your positive forklift.
That's beautiful. That's a beautiful offer, Isadora. Do you hear that? Did you hear that beautiful
heard-
author?
I did.
Offer from this author.
Mhm. It was, but offer for what? For me to, I don't know. I don't know what you want from me anymore, Stan.
Move shit
You're
around
gonna
in the
be-
warehouse. Move shit around in the warehouse. It can't just stay there. There's a pile of stuff everywhere. You can barely move.
Are you
Use the
speaking
fork.
in metaphor? Are you speaking in metaphor again? Stan, look at me. Are you speaking in metaphor? Because
We don't own a workshop. Of course I am. You were so caught up in grammar. You're pissed off at the pronouns they. The workshop. Oh.
Now, Isadora, we were riding a beautiful metaphor train, and you decided to derail it. Now, is this part of your trip? Is this part of what you do?
Yes. This is the best part it's been since the last time.
This is me showing you what I've learned in Minneapolis. How to dismantle everything that comes within 1 foot of me. How to be cold and freezing and just want to get the fuck out of here. Excuse my language.
In checklist form.
In checklist form, not in metaphor. In checklist form. How many times do we have to talk about your checklist form? You made check mix, and we had to write it on the checklist form. That was a horrible joke. See, I learned that in Minneapolis, too.
Horrible jokes.
How to make horrible jokes. Sarcasm. Deflating. How to deflate a room.
I don't know what that means.
Deflating a room. Like taking the plug out of the bottom of the tub.
Okay, here's what I think's happening here, Isadora. I think that you have become very tightly connected and intimate with this very dark, sad little troll part of you that likes to just keep it real tight and to really just box it in and jam it down into a very small, tight container. And for you, that feels safe, okay, Isadora? For you, that feels safe. And I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
But you know what else can never happen in that tiny little trash can? Joy. Happiness.
Backing up.
The forklift of joy. Can't hoist that can because that can is heavy.
What's in that can is my question.
Well, that is an excellent question.
Or whatever it is. See?
That's what I'm saying. What is in that can?
What is in that can?
What is in that can?
This is a really good question.
We stand.
We are in public. We are in public. That is for private.
I didn't ask for public. I asked for public. I didn't ask for public even. I've asked you for public. And you never give me. You give me private. God damn it.
I will be private. I will not be public. Okay? You can be Minnesota or you can be California. You cannot be Kansas here.
No Kansas here.
No Kansas here.
Currently, we're in California. And you know what's happening, Isadora? You're blossoming. You're blossoming.
I am?
Yes. Look at this hair.
Well, the hair is blossoming.
It was white. Yeah. This one is darker.
Look, wherever you go, there you are.
True.
Dr. Shawna, you got to give him that one.
Well, that's the thing. The sad dark troll can goes everywhere with this Isadora. And we need some sort of a can opener.
That's what we need. How do we do it?
But you know, Stan and I can't get you out of that can.
Okay.
We can stand outside the can and be like, hey, it's so beautiful out here. Come on out.
I don't believe it, but I will. Okay.
I have blown him 7 nights in a row. But that's a loose definition because it comes out in one dribble.
Oh, no.
One dribble.
Jesus.
It's like a single tear.
Oh, a single tear. Oh, it's sad. That's so sad.
I don't even have to brush my teeth afterwards.
Wow. That's not very much ejaculate at all. Isadora, why? Why so small of an expression? I mean, 7 nights a week is understandable. You don't have much left at that point.
Spreading it out over a larger. It's the same amount. It's 1 cc per night for 10 nights. That's what I'm talking.
1 cc.
1 cc.
He's got front prostrate issues.
front prostate issues.
Yes. You don't know about the front and back prostrate issues?
Wow. I didn't even know the prostate was prostrated.
Well, it is. It's lying down as you are lying down on me right now. And I'm not very comfortable, but go ahead. Keep going.
I'm sorry. When I need to lie down, I have to do it immediately.
Dr. Shawna does what she wants.
Well, that's what it says on the business card.
I'm not trapped in a can. I'm not trapped in a sadness can.
No, I am strapped. I'm strapped to a sadness can, and I'm riding it through space.
Who strapped you there? I will untie it.
You didn't.
know who strapped
No.
you. You cannot strap
No.
yourself to a can. If you could unstrap yourself. Who strapped you to the Sandus can?
Who did it, Isadora? Who did it?
I did it, I guess. I don't know.
Or was it they? Was it they?
It was they. It was they.
It was a Shawna.
Oh, they. Maybe they did it. Maybe they.
I think you did it,
Maybe
Isadora.
they.
I think you did it for safety when you were very small, when you were just a little tiny Isadora.
Mm-hmm.
But you're a grown man now. You don't need to be in that can anymore. You have friends.
Mm-hmm.
You have tools. You have artistic vision. You have talents. You have joy. You have
He
art.
has a lot more come
It's
that he's giving the world. That's what you're saying.
in
I
a
don't
manner
think
of
she was saying
speaking.
that.
In a manner of speaking, in the sense
In
that
a matter of speaking,
that
you have a lot more come to give the world.
you know, when we have an orgasm, it's a very creative act. So, in a sense, that makes sense. What we're trying to say here, Isadora, is that there's a lot available to you. You look like you're dying right now. You look like a corpse.
This is what he looks like when he ejaculates. One drop. That's not in the face of a man having a solid orgasm. He's got FBI.
I've got FBI.
Front prostrate issues.
Front prostrate issues. Well, see,
FBI.
now that's gonna a doctor, not.
You're the doctor.
I'm unlicensed.
You are very.
and I'm not a
unlicensed.
medical doctor.
No. Oh, yeah. Metaphysical.
I'm a doctor of the spirit
Metaphysics.
and the
Metaphysics.
mind. I'm an energetic doctor. I'm a doctor of love,
Right.
not of prostates. I mean, I've
Oh,
explored the prostate on a couple of gentlemen actually,
Mhm.
but I wouldn't call myself a professional by any
That was a
means.
wedding party, so they were all lined up anyway.
That's right. I forgot that you were there.
I was there. I was there.
Did
Don't
I-
rub it in my
I was
face.
there.
was
Did
not
I
there.
explore
You
your
were there.
prostate?
Well, I was there. That's all I'm saying. I was
okay,
there.
all right. Well, I
You
was
were
a
at
little
home.
tipsy, so
And I was.
I don't
believe
remember
me,
very much.
I was tipsy after
working.
that.
Okay, I was.
Stan
Yeah, you were
wasn't
working.
there.
Look, the kids' book always has taken number one. If we're going to talk about your work, let's just talk about the kids' book.
I write professional level kids
Right.
for
No-
a handsome salary.
Nobody
You do
wants-
not have to work at
Mhm.
all. You can quit the
Right.
job at the warehouse.
Right. Okay, well, I see. This is about the forklifting.
That's what I'm saying.
I see. Well, not every child wants to peel the onion to get to the center of the onion as a book. I don't know why you keep writing about this onion.
Now that Onion book is a bestseller. I've seen it at the Barnes
Well,
and Noble.
it
I've
is.
seen
It
it
is.
at the Starbucks.
I don't understand it.
In private,
hmm
you told me you love that book.
Well, that's the difference. The private public.
Now, what is the difference, Isadora? Because that's fascinating to
Mhm.
me. Why do you make such a severe separation between the public and the private?
His hands are never like this in private. This is his public demeanor. That's a facade.
This is a very complicated hand gesture you're making.
Facade. Facade means fake.
It looks like you're protecting
It's-
something. Are you protecting your heart?
My heart is on the other side. So no. If I was protecting my heart,
It would look more like this.
yeah. And that just hurts. Can you undo that, please? Stan. Frank. What is your name? I don't even remember your name.
Well, we've established in public
in
it's Stan.
Public, it is Stan.
Private, it's Frank.
In private, it is Frank.
Now, does that go along with like a kinky scenario? Like when you're in private,
Yes.
is there like a separate?
The thing that attracted me to him initially, he was wild. I mean,
Was.
wild.
Past tense.
Brown and white.
Mhm. Everywhere. Everywhere.
But no longer brown or
I've
wild.
learned hygiene.
He's been dejuiced.
I've been
Deplumed.
depressed. I've been waxed and bleached. Everything is no longer brown.
He is the one that has done this.
Mm-hmm.
And then he strapped himself to that damn can. Sanitized and white, frosty, and maybe it's the cold.
Yeah, well, if I had the extension for my forks, I could pick up the can with the extension. And I could just set it over there. But I don't have the extension because I can't afford to buy the extension.
Now, all I'm hearing right now is are excuses. I'm hearing, I can't, I don't have, I can't.
Can't chant.
You put yourself in that can. We've established that. You put yourself in there. You can get yourself out.
3 forklifts out behind the garage.
Well,
Every check I get from the Onion Book, 20% goes into getting a new forklift.
Okay, let's break it down. One of them is a diesel. We can't get a diesel. The other one is propane. Do you know how smelly propane is? The neighbors have been complaining. When I run, even without the beeper, when I'm backing up with the propane, I hear them on the other side of the fence. You don't believe what I'm saying.
Gentlemen, this isn't about the forklifts. This isn't about the forklifts. This is about Isadora's depression can and Stan's frustration with this current state of affairs. And apparently Stan wants you to come with a larger volume, which really, like, I think there's supplements for that. I'm not sure. But you certainly shouldn't be coming every single night if your volume is what you're looking for. I mean, you got to save up. I mean,
right. I keep
that
track.
was never a problem before.
I have to
change.
Yeah.
Things change as a man ages.
Well,
volume?
When you
sometimes.
Stan bought me an advent calendar. That's a calm advent calendar.
It's a calm advent calendar.
That is fascinating. I've never heard of that. Now, you open a door, and what's inside? What's in there?
Probably as much cum as I'm getting to floss.
Just like one little drop, and
I put some salt on that, and I gargle it, and I spit it out.
Wow.
It's laying out when you can come. How many days for the next one?
Calendar. There's no advent.
No, it's advent doors. You open it up and it's either empty or everything's great.
It's empty.
Or the baby Jesus is in his crib.
Or everything's great.
In quotes.
Well, that kind of sums up your life there, Isadora. It's either empty or it's great. You live a life of extremes.
Frankenstein. Wild and free, brown and all over the place.
There you go.
Or reserved and bleach strapped to a fucking can.
Wait a minute. Frankenstein sounds a lot like the Shelley book. I thought it never occurred to me that we were like a monster together. We're Frankenstein. How could we not be a monster together? Think about it.
Let me tell you something. I am Stan in public. In private, you call me Frank. The fact that we've been married now for coming on 9.5 years, and you're confusing my private name with your name, it's sad. Frankly, it's sad.
Frankly, indeed.
I'm going to have some wine,
okay,
and I want you to talk to Shawna heart to heart. That is fucking the saddest thing I have heard.
Okay, Stan has left.
Sorry, Frank.
Left the session. Stan Frank has left the session.
Stan Frank, another book.
I just
hated that book.
Isadora, I feel like we have not gotten very far.
No,
with
we
you.
have not gotten far because I'm not even here.
I'm
looking for hearts and angry faces, and there's nothing.
Here.
Nobody's listening to this.
No,
or ever
no
will.
one's watching.
No one's watching. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Frank, if he's pacing again, he's over the pacing.
Don't look to external validation with hearts and faces.
Yes. I'm squeezing my thumb now.
Isadora, I feel like you are not giving your all in this session. I
No.
feel that you are really
No.
hiding.
Mhm.
I feel that you are afraid
Yes.
to show your true self.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to know why.
What could possibly be the answer to that question? That I've got a rumbling in my stomach that feels like an idea,
Okay.
and it's percolating,
Uh-huh.
but there's nowhere to put it because all the bricks are lined up
Yeah.
around my chest.
You can't get it out.
So,
How do you get it out when you are so boxed in?
right. I'm like an Edgar Allan Poe story, but it's me.
So what's it gonna take to just to break those walls down, Isadora? What is it gonna take? Because Stan's tried with the forklift. He's tried with the blowjobs.
A
and
good one. A really good blowjob and a really good forklift might be a step in the right direction. I've been talking like electric. Everything. Electric. Forklift, blowjob, everything.
But we've experimented with these tools and objects.
Well, yes.
And here you are still clenched
Mm-hmm.
and tight
Mm-hmm.
and in a dark place. Okay?
Mm.
So I'm thinking
Mm-hmm. Yes.
that it's got to come from you,
Right.
Isadora. It can't be an outside thing.
It's not Frank. It's
Stan
not Frank.
Stan Frank
Mm-mm.
has loved you in all the ways he knows
Thick and
how.
thin. Mm-hmm.
And it's not enough. And you know what? It never will be. And that's not on Stan Frank.
No.
That's on you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Because you gotta love you.
Maybe,
right?
Yeah.
So
Well,
what's stopping Isadora from loving himself? What happened there? Who told you you're not lovable? Because let me tell you, Isadora, you're one of the most lovable people I've ever met in my life. And I know a lot of lovable people.
yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know the answer to these questions. I pay you to come up with these answers. And I pay him, Stan, to be my chauffeur at first. And then things grew from there. But it started as just chauffeur.
He was your chauffeur first.
It was easy to talk with him because he was always saying, where do we go now? And I said, well, why don't we go together far away, like to Florida, just you and me? And he said, do you really mean that, sir? And I said, yes, you don't have to call me sir anymore. And then it blossomed into a thing, but we were in Florida. And we didn't come back for years. And do you remember that? Years and years.
Florida.
Mm-hmm.
We had a condo in Destin.
Don't even, yeah. Are you sure you want to go into it?
I want to go into it.
Okay.
We had a condo in Destin, and all he talked about was Pensacola.
Mm-hmm. Because it was better there.
We lived in Pensacola.
Mm-hmm.
He had to get down to Fort Myers. We moved to Fort Myers.
And all he talked about was Pensacola.
Now, you two really like to spin out on the details.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to tell you, it's not interesting. So I
of our relationship.
want to reel it back into the relationship here.
Okay.
I want to reel it back in.
Reel it back in.
We've
Okay,
got
reel it back
Isadora and we've got Stan Frank.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got a problem.
We do.
And the problem that I'm seeing is that Isadora
Mm-hmm.
can't see outside the dark can.
Mm-mm.
And Stan Frank is getting frustrated because he's trying everything here.
He's rapping on the outside of the can. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Ding, ding,
More
ding.
cum.
Yeah. That's all you can think about. I know. It's like I'm a cum machine. Maybe this is part of the problem.
In Florida,
Mm-hmm.
specifically in Fort Myers.
Right. Well, yeah.
It was a
Pensacola
sea of
was a-
cum.
We were surfing on it together, basically.
So Isadora, why? What happened to all that?
Cum?
Yeah. What happened to it all?
I don't know.
It's all just
We swam it away. You know, we swam in it until it just went away. And then it's just, you know, those little crusty things that like live in space? those
I don't know about the crusty things.
tardigrades.
He went off on this
Those-
for about
Those water
3.5
bears.
minutes last night while I was blowing.
Water bears.
Water bears, water bears, water bears. I kept saying he couldn't understand. I stopped, withdrew. Water bears. I said water bears.
Because
He said, yeah,
Well-
okay.
how could one not think of a tardigrade when getting a blowjob like that? When you're
We've
expecting...
been hanging on to this relationship by a fucking thread for years. Either shit or get off the pot.
Well, that's a whole other story.
What are you been talking about? What have you been talking about? What is this? I'm sitting over there.
Wow.
I'm very distant tonight. I
Yeah,
know that.
very
Very
distant.
distant.
Now, why? Why the distance, Isadora? Why do you need to protect?
I've lost
To
my
cuckoo,
mojo.
you lost your mojo.
I've lost my mojo.
Now, why? How do you make that choice? Why do you think that's true? What's the story that you're telling yourself about your mojo? And mojo is directly related to ejaculate. Everyone knows that.
Is it?
It is.
1 to 1.
Yeah.
What?
The more mojo you have, the more you come. Everyone knows that.
Wow.
Male or female. Or
Okay.
any other things you are in between.
They.
Shimoa.
Maybe I want to have another name like that. A good name. Like a name like... Not like Shimoa, but like Noah.
You can name yourself whatever you want.
I could.
Of course.
Could I have waffles?
You know, Isadora, I think that you should come up with a name for the delighted, joyful, happy Isadora. What is that? What is that man's name? What's he like?
Calliope,
Calliope is nice.
maybe. Because it'll be spinning and it'll be colorful horses carved from wood.
I love that.
And
I totally love
music piped in.
that. You know, so I want you to invite Calliope into your life.
Okay.
And I know that can be
Okay.
a little bit
We're
scary.
done. He's done. Success, Dr. Shawna. He has gone in. He's all okay. It was that. Calliope, you want to go to the balls?
Let's go. Let's
That's
go
it.
now.
Thank you,
We're
Dr.
done.
Shawna. Blessings
How
to
much
you.
do we owe you?
Our relationship is saved. We're going to Pensacola.
Oh,
Buckets and buckets of cum. Unstrap it. No more FPI.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. That went from my hardest session to my easiest.
You solved the case. You solved the case. You had all the numbers on the little combo, and all you had to do was spin the last one, and it was 6.
okay.
And then,
He says, okay. Okay, let's go.
but she's the greatest. Oh, my
She's
word.
the greatest.
Look at him. He's back. He's got his mojo back.
The mojo.
His words are coming out.
Oh, yeah.
His songs,
She's
everything is singing. Listen to
She's
this.
the greatest philanthropist. I don't know. What is she?
So
What
look
is
at
she
this.
to us besides we paid her?
He's
for
asking
years.
questions. He's
I
interacting.
know. Shawna.
He's got names properly. He's getting all these things correct. You fixed him. He's laughing. Look at this. He's getting brown in the face. Zoom in. Zoom in. It's browning. He's browning.
Am I browning? Am I browning? Am I really browning? Did she get a Charlie?
She's taking on your pain. She has solved the case and taken it on.
I feel so much better.
Oh, she's exercising.
Thank you, Sam
I feel
Frank.
like I'm alive.
Woo!
Thank you, Dr. Shauna.
I
Thank
literally took that pain in my body. Woo!
And I'm gonna take it tonight.
Well, on that note, friends, it's time to say goodbye. Thank you for tuning in to this latest episode.
Very good episode.
The best. Look at the compliment. He was so complimentary before. He's back.
Thank you, Stan Frank.
Bill, you solved it.
Thank you, Calliope
We all did.
Isadora.
I'm so glad I'm named Calliope.
Look at this. He's thankful. Gratitude.
Gratitude is the best medicine.
Oh.
Okay, so we'll see you next time. We'll see you next time. I don't know how to turn it off. I never knew.
Did anybody even look at that? I'm afraid.
It's still going. I don't know how to turn it
My
off.
ears are burning, like your glasses.
Somehow there was some mishap where some guy accidentally got on that channel and screened it to like 100,000 of his followers on Facebook.
Like, what the fuck is going on here?
It's still going. I don't know how to stop it.
Just keep it going. Just as long as it takes.
Forever.
Because you tap it and nothing happens.
Just keep it going.
Look, our scars.
Oh, see the camera. This is comments.
Well, now it would work, everybody.
Yeah.
Not now. I'm Dr. Shawna.
We're shuffling paperwork into a file cabinet.
Oh, I guess I say share. I say share.
Oh, hit delete. Let's start it all over again.
Now that we got a sense of what we're going for. Oh, shit. We should do that improv trick where you've got to replay this scene in like 30, you know?
Oh my god, that whole thing in 30 seconds?
I guess I just hit the X. I'm going to hit the X. Goodbye.
Bye.
You know, because you...
Yeah. Are you sure you want to stop streaming?
Yeah.
I'm going to say yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you.